Chapter 325. Grandpa, where's the big brother? Xiao Meng couldn't see Yi Tian, and she naturally couldn't see the situation outside without cultivation. Big brother has something to do, Grandpa Meng replied. However, at this time, Xiao Meng's grandfather was very shocked. The attacks of so many star-level plasma railguns just now were frozen, and such a method must have come from Yi Tian. He's definitely not an ordinary emperor, Grandpa Xiao Meng guessed, but whether Yi Tian could beat those cosmic pirates, he didn't know. If Yi Tian won, then everyone would be safe. If Yi Tian lost, they would probably all die at the hands of the space pirates. This group of space pirates seemed to only rob, but after the robbery, would they really let them go? No, they would never be spared. Starry sky, Yi Tian walked over step by step with his hands behind his back. Freeze space. You actually have a space talent. The head of the space pirate flew out of the spaceship and looked at Yi Tian with a solemn gaze. Emperor level plus space talent, this was enough to prove that Yi Tian's strength was very strong, otherwise there would be no way to freeze the space, so that so many plasma railgun attacks were frozen in space. Frozen in space, the plasma railgun's attack column quickly disappeared into the starry sky. 3-star Emperor level or above. Kill him, the cosmic pirate leader commanded. Suddenly, a group of Emperor-level individuals flew out of the small spaceship and besieged Yi Tian. There were about 30 of these Emperor ranks, and a cosmic pirate group could get more than 33-star Emperors or above. Such a pirate group was not weak. Looking at these besieging Emperors, Yi Tian just waved his hand, and one spatial blade after another appeared, killing more than 30 Emperors in an instant. In a moment's time, there were more Emperor-level corpses in the starry sky. Even with such a little strength, you dare to attack me. If it's just that, you might as well just kill yourselves. Yi Tian said lightly. The cosmic pirate leader was frightened at this time, and his strength was not very strong. Among the group of emperors just now, there were not only 3-star emperors, but also several 4-star emperors and a 5-star emperor, all of whom were killed in seconds. He was only a 7-star emperor level, but judging from Yi Tian's attack, he would definitely not be an opponent if he went up. In the face of such a powerful Yi Tian, there was no star-level plasma railgun, and no matter how many saint-level martial artists rushed up, it would be useless. Lord Dark Demon, please kill this person. The cosmic pirate leader bowed in the starry sky towards a small spaceship and pleaded. Damn! What a bunch of useless people! An indifferent voice came. The next moment, a very ordinary-looking man appeared, his eyes staring at Yi Tian fiercely, as if he was about to eat Yi Tian. You are the real mastermind behind this group of space pirates. You hide in the shadows, control the pirate group to rob the spaceship. Your real identity should not be a pirate, Yi Tian said with a smile. It's true that I'm not a space pirate, but do you think you can spread the news? I'm a first-grade 9-star emperor, and your strength is only 8 stars at most. This emperor level said coldly. It could be seen that he was very confident in his own strength. Yi Tian was a little far away from this person, but in the starry sky, Yi Tian's copying talent was not suppressed, and now his copying talent could cover an area of thousands of miles in the starry sky. Therefore, this person's talent had already been captured by him. Human, Li Chongzheng. Cultivation talent, Hue Wei. Strength talents, Arcanon. Speed talent, Arcanon. Defense talent, Arcane. Dark talent, Mystery. Bladesmanship talent, Wei Yu. Judging from the talent situation, this person's strength did have the strength of the first-grade 9-star Emperor level, and he was not bragging. A 9-star Emperor level, and it was a first-grade 9-star Emperor level. He was definitely not weak in the galaxy. If he went to Yinyu Star, he would definitely be qualified to become a member of Yinyu Star. However, this person secretly controlled a group of cosmic pirates to collect resources for him. Judging from this person's situation, the origin was certainly not simple. My lord, this person is the Dark Demon Emperor, the master of the 9 Wheels Galaxy and the Dark Demon Star. One of the saints in the spaceship spoke. At this time, the Dark Demon Emperor laughed. What about knowing my identity? The signals in this area are blocked. As long as I kill you, no one will know what I did. Die under my latest god-level blade technique, the Dark Light Blade. You will also die as you deserve. The Dark Demon Emperor took out a Huiwi level blade weapon, and the blade was in the air. Swish! A blade light seemed to cut through the starry sky and slash towards UTN. Under this blade, it was as if the starry sky was about to be cut. In the spaceship, many martial artists were extremely frightened. They felt that this spaceship had been shrouded in the attack of the Dark Demon Emperor, and it would be as if it would be destroyed in the next moment. Then, Xiaomeng's grandfather hugged Xiaomeng tightly and even closed his eyes. However, in the face of such an attack, Yi Tian sneered lightly. Broken. With a wave of the blade in his hand, the ghost blade came out, instantly smashing the opponent's god-level blade technique, the Dark Light Blade. Space shock. Yi Tian waved his hand, and the space in front of him vibrated. In the next moment, one spaceship after another was shattered by the space shock, and a large number of space pirates were also annihilated by the space shock. After a breath, the cosmic pirates were all wiped out, and only the Dark Demon Emperor was left. The power of the spatial shock could not kill a 9-star emperor, so the Dark Demon Emperor was fine, but his face was extremely solemn. Yi Tian easily broke through his attack with one blow. This kind of strength was at least a first-grade 9-star emperor level. Run! The Dark Demon Emperor was scared. Just now, all the pirates' spaceships were shattered, the device to block the signal was gone, and this civilian spaceship could contact the outside world, and if he didn't leave, he wouldn't be able to leave. I told you to leave, but you didn't go. Actually, I don't bother to care about some small things, but I said that if I kill you, I must kill you. Yi Tian teleported to the Dark Demon Emperor's side and cut him with one slash. Burst! The Dark Demon Emperor's head was cut off, but his life did not dissipate. A golden light appeared on his body, and his head was actually healed. Hey, there's even something to save your life. Yi Tian was a little surprised. The value of such a thing was very high, and even he did not have it. That's when it happened. Rumble. A wisp of consciousness descended across the galaxy to the Dark Demon Emperor's body, turning into a phantom. Master, save me! The Dark Demon Emperor saw the phantom and pleaded. This phantom glanced at it and then stared at Yi Tian. This little friend, I am the Dark Demon Emperor's master, venerable Blue Demon True God. For my sake, it is better to let him go. How about it? Blue Devil True God, your apprentice secretly manipulated the space pirates to rob ordinary spaceships, and I was on the spaceship. He wanted to kill me. I killed him. Should I? Yi Tian said coldly. The Blue Devil True God didn't speak. For him, this was just a small matter. Just go back and punish it. But his body was in other places, far away from here, and he couldn't come for the time being. So it was not appropriate to provoke Yi Tian. Xiaoyu, my apprentice is indeed at fault, but look at my face, don't kill him. I can pay you to compensate you. Okay, said the Blue Demon True God. No, you can't. Yi Tian refused. At this time, the Blue Devil True God was furious. Little Emperor, you are not a small fry. I am a true God. You dare to disobey me? God, you think I'm afraid of you? Yi Tian looked at him coldly. He urged the Tianjiao mark in the center of his eyebrows, and the light of the Tianjiao mark was so bright in the starry sky. What? You're a Tianjiao? The Blue Devil's expression changed. The Dark Demon Emperor's face also changed, and he was terrified. He had actually provoked a Tianjiao. But it was right to think about it. If Yi Tian wasn't Tianjiao, how could he easily defeat him? He was in a state of panic just now, so he didn't think about it at all. Blue Devil True God, do you still want to keep your apprentice? Yi Tian asked again. HMPH. The phantom of the Blue Demon True God disappeared, obviously giving up on the Dark Demon Emperor. Because he knew that he couldn't keep the Dark Demon Emperor, and he had no way to retaliate against Yi Tian. He could only disappear directly. Master! Master! The Dark Demon Emperor shouted, but his master didn't care about him at all. Your master has given up on you. You can die. Yi Tian's blade fell. Don't kill me. The Dark Demon Emperor begged for mercy, but the blade still fell, killing him in one fell stab. The first grade 9-star Emperor level Dark Demon Emperor, who was also a well-known emperor in the Nine Wheels galaxy, fell here. Chapter 326. After killing the Dark Demon Emperor, Yi Tian took the space ring on his body, refined it slightly, swept his divine sense, and immediately smiled. The Dark Demon Emperor's wealth was indeed quite a lot, and the treasures that this cosmic pirate group had robbed over the years were estimated to be on him, so his financial resources were even richer than the average 9-star emperor. Yi Tian roughly calculated. The Dark Demon Emperor's property should be around 3 billion star points. Originally, Yi Tian's assets were very small, and he suddenly got the property of the Dark Demon Emperor, and his net worth immediately skyrocketed. Yes, it's a small bonus. Yi Tian was in a very good mood. Swish! He teleported back into the spaceship cabin and sat down in his seat again. Big brother, where did you just go? Xiao Meng asked. Judging from the tears on her face, she cried just now, but now she had stabilized her mood and stopped crying. Big brother just beat the bad guys. Yi Tian replied with a smile. Then, a group of warriors, even Xiao Meng's grandfather, bent down and said, "Meet Tianzhao." "Thank you, Tianzhao, for saving our lives." "Meet the heavens! Meet the heavens! Meet the heavens!" In the cabin of the spaceship, the scene of everyone bending down to worship was extremely spectacular, and many ordinary martial artists also understood Yi Tian's identity at this time, and also knew that they had escaped from danger. Tianzhao, what a glorious title this was. Even if their cultivation was a little weaker, the martial artists who were not short on knowledge had heard of it. It was the most powerful existence among the emperor level, and even the real genius of the god level did not dare to provoke. It was enough to be named Tianzhao. What an honor it was for a Tianzhao to sit on an ordinary spaceship with them. "Sit down." Yi Tian's voice filled the interior of the cabin. A group of martial artists sat down one after another, but their eyes always focused on Yi Tian's body, and they were all very excited. To be able to see a Tianzhao so close was an experience that was enough to boast about for many years. Tap, tap, tap. A man in a black robe walked over and said, "Lord Tianzhao, I am the captain of this spaceship. We have arranged the VIP room. Please go to the VIP room to rest." Yi Tian glanced at the other party and said indifferently, "Forget it. I can just sit here. Can the spaceship still start? It's under repair, and it will be back on in about 10 minutes. The captain said truthfully, seeing that Yi Tian really didn't have the idea of going to the VIP room. He didn't dare to mention it again. Otherwise, he would be disgusted by Yi Tian, and he would really ask for trouble. 10 minutes later, the spaceship was repaired, started again, and flew toward Blue River. I was going to keep a low profile, but I didn't expect my identity to be exposed so soon. But it's okay. Even if the Black-Winged Silver Emperor knew that a Tianzhao was coming, he probably wouldn't care. After all, he was very confident in his disguise talent, and it was impossible for him to run away when he heard that Tianzhao was coming. Yi Tian thought to himself. The rest of the journey was smooth and uneventful. Half an hour later, the spacecraft successfully arrived at a spaceport on Blue River. Walking out of the spaceship, Yi Tian immediately entered the Blue River star in the teleportation array. Otherwise, it was estimated that there would be many big forces of the Blue River star to visit him, and there would be a lot of trouble at that time. Blue River Star, Xiangyuan City. Yi Tian stood on the streets of the city and felt the prosperity of the city. The streets were full of technology. There were even a large number of robots to maintain traffic order, and people were also in hovering cars or personal hoverbikes. There were also suspended cities and fortresses in the sky, and star-level weapons were placed in the orbit of the planet to strengthen the security of the planet. Moreover, the buildings on Blue River Star were full of science fiction, which was not at all comparable to the buildings of ordinary planets. It's a tech planet. Yi Tian felt the full aura of science and technology and suddenly sighed. However, such a planet was very suitable for commercial development, but it was not very suitable for the development of martial arts. A martial artist living on such a planet was easy to immerse himself in the life of drunkenness and gold and gradually lose the patience and perseverance to cultivate. If Yi Tian hadn't come here to capture the Black-Winged Silver Emperor, he wouldn't have come to such a planet. Although it was comfortable to live and live comfortably, it was not conducive to cultivation. So what was the use of coming here? It was precisely because of the disadvantages brought by science and technology to the martial arts that Yin Yuxing refused the entry of these technological products, so as not to lead Yin Yuxing's development path astray. It's time to find the Black-Winged Silver Emperor, Yi Tian muttered. Rumble. His talent for replication was shrouded, and the talent of all creatures within a radius of thousands of miles was displayed in his sight. Filter. Yi Tian set a condition, which was completely screened based on the talent of the Black-Winged Silver Emperor. The Black-Winged Silver Emperor had a camouflage talent, and he only needed to filter out those who had the camouflage talent to be able to find the Black-Winged Silver Emperor. Whoosh! In an instant, all the talent was gone. Obviously, there was no Black-Winged Silver Emperor in this area at all. Go to other cities. Yi Tian left. Exploring and searching for patches of areas, at Yi Tian's speed, he would soon be able to explore the entire Blue River Star. Blue River Star. An upscale villa. A man was lying on a chair with champagne in his hand, drinking and enjoying a massage by two beautiful women next to him. Ha ha ha, just because you want to find me? Hee hee. I killed a gentleman, disguised himself as him and lived in his villa, not interacting with other people. No one knows my true identity. The man said secretly in his heart. He was the Black-Winged Silver Emperor. Since he came to Blue River Star, he had been living here, enjoying a famous beauty every day. Anyway, he was rich, and the rich second generation he pretended to be didn't go out much and spent a happy life with beautiful women all day long. As a result, no trace of him had been found. At this point, he even wanted to stay here forever. Hey, I still haven't been able to find a way to let me step into Tianzhou. If I become Tianzhou, that true god won't dare to hunt me down. Let him steal many treasures, intercept and kill many geniuses, and collect a lot of property, but it was too difficult to become a Tianzhou, and he had not succeeded so far. If there was no way to become a Tianzhou, after a while, he was estimated to be at the god level and was not ready to stay at the emperor level. That's when it happened. A voice came. Black-Winged Silver Emperor, your little life is very comfortable. Hearing this voice, the Black-Winged Silver Emperor's expression changed drastically. How could it be? How could I expose my whereabouts? The Black-Winged Silver Emperor really hoped that what he had just heard was an illusion, but reason told him that it was not an illusion, that someone had really discovered his identity. Run! The Black-Winged Silver Emperor was about to fly away. Rumble! The power of space descended, instantly freezing this piece of space. Suddenly, a hand poked out of the space, slashing with a blade in hand. Ghost blade. Poof! The Black-Winged Silver Emperor found that he had been cut in two. But he still hadn't died, and with his talent for healing, he could still heal if he gave him time. Suddenly, a space orb appeared, enveloping his body. Extinguish. The space ball detonated. Boom! The space inside the space ball shattered, and in an instant, a Black-Winged Silver Emperor covered in blood fell out of the shattered space, and the breath was almost incomprehensible. But even so, he still didn't die. There are a lot of life-saving things. Yi Tian secretly exclaimed. If it was an ordinary 9-star emperor, it would have hung up a long time ago, but the Black-Winged Silver Emperor was still not dead. Soul Thorn. Yi Tian unleashed his soul talent on the Black-Winged Silver Emperor. Burst. The soul thorn pierced through the Black-Winged Silver Emperor, but it was blocked by a soul treasure, and only slightly shook the opponent's soul. Soul treasure. It seems that you can't attack him with your soul. So let's continue to use the ghost blade. The blade in Yi Tian's hand moved, and it continued to slash towards the Black-Winged Silver Emperor. In an instant, the Black-Winged Silver Emperor was attacked by Yi Tian many times, his body was cut into several pieces, his aura completely disappeared, and he fell on the spot. It all seemed like a long time, but it was only a second. When the women inside the villa came to their senses, the Black-Winged Silver Emperor had already died and turned into his original appearance. Oh! A woman screamed, but Yi Tian didn't bother to come up with such a trivial matter. He put away the corpse of the Black-Winged Silver Emperor and teleported away. Chapter 327. Yi Tian's move was extremely fast, and it did not spread to other places, so it did not attract much attention. It's just that those women were estimated to reveal some information, but he was about to leave Blue River Star, so he naturally didn't care about this little thing. Soon, Yi Tian came to a spaceport on the Blue River Star by taking the teleportation array. Subsequently, Yi Tian took a spaceship to shuttle through one galaxy after another, and after many transfers, he finally returned to Yinyu Star. Yinyu Star, Tianzhou Pavilion branch of the Heavenly War Continent. Machine Spirit, I'll submit the mission. Yi Tian took out the body of the Black-Winged Silver Emperor. Ji Ling said, Wanfa, Tianzhou Pavilion has confirmed that you have completed the task, and 300 points are about to arrive. Whoosh! A ray of light enveloped the corpse of the black-winged Silver Emperor, and suddenly the corpse of the black-winged Silver Emperor disappeared. Already confirmed? Yi Tian's heart moved, and he immediately understood that Tianzhou Pavilion's intelligence system was powerful, and he was afraid that not long after he killed the black-winged Silver Emperor, Tianzhou Pavilion would get the news. It could even be said that he just didn't bring back the corpse of the black-winged Silver Emperor, and he could be regarded as having completed the task. With 300 points in hand, Yi Tian's points skyrocketed all of a sudden. Leaving the Tianzhou Pavilion branch, Yi Tian returned to his home in Qinfeng Giant City. As soon as he returned, he began to sort out the black-winged Silver Emperor's property. The black-winged Silver Emperor's wealth was very much, far more than Yi Tian had imagined. He took a look at it with his treasure hunting talent, and there were a bunch of treasures that emitted golden light alone, and even a few treasures that emitted colorful light, as well as many strange things. The storage equipment of the black-winged Silver Emperor was not an ordinary space ring, but a void ring, so it could hold strange things. The black-winged Silver Emperor doesn't know where he got the void ring, but fortunately he has the void ring. Otherwise he wouldn't be able to contain strange things at all, and I wouldn't have a chance to get these strange things. Yi Tian muttered. Among these strange things, most of them were relatively low-level strange things, but he had a few relatively high-level strange things, all of which were 6-star strange things. One of them was a strange stone tablet that was similar to the Enlightenment Heavenly Monument, and there was also a strange object that could enhance the effect of kendo comprehension, which was also a 6-star strange thing. This was definitely a treasure for swordsmen. Such a treasure, after bringing it back, he could give the Moon Emperor enlightenment, which would be of great help to the Moon Emperor. The black-winged Silver Emperor also had 2 good auxiliary weapons. One was a soul treasure, the Soul River Bead, which could defend the soul and protect the soul from harm. The other was a hidden breath ring. This weapon could hide the breath. Even the true god-level powerhouse couldn't see through its cultivation. The black-winged Silver Emperor had evaded the detection of the true god-level divine sense by virtue of the hidden breath ring. Otherwise, even if he had a disguised talent, the true god would gather all the emperor level of a planet, and he could find out his true identity one by one. But once the breath was hidden with the hidden breath ring, and the cultivation was hidden to the level of an ordinary grandmaster, how could the true god check? He couldn't arrest all the warriors on a planet. That's unrealistic. If it was only a small planet, the true god who had a grudge against the black-winged Silver Emperor could destroy the small planet and let countless people collide with the black-winged Silver Emperor. But the planet where the black-winged Silver Emperor hid every time was a relatively prosperous high-level planet world, and there were basically many powerful forces stationed in that kind of planet world, and there were too many forces involved behind it, and a true god would not dare to be so arrogant as to destroy such a planet world. The Soul River Bead and the Hidden Breath Ring helped Yi Tian a lot, especially the Hidden Breath Ring. If he was in trouble in the future, he could use it to evade the pursuit of the true god at that time. Among so many treasures, Yi Tian was most satisfied with a fragment of a strange object, that is, a page of the Mira Sutra. Before, Yi Tian obtained a page of the Mira Sutra on the earth, and it was a broken page. But after the cultivation of the power of the earth world, it successfully turned into a new strange thing, and that page of the Mira Sutra also became complete. From that page of the Mira Sutra, he obtained the Void Mina realm, which helped him a lot. And now, he actually obtained another page of the Mira Sutra from the collection of the black-winged Silver Emperor. Yi Tian carefully studied this page of the Mira Sutra, and soon thoroughly studied the usefulness of this page of the Mira Sutra. Void palm. Yi Tian's expression moved. What was recorded on this was a palm technique. No, it should be called a set of palm skills, from the black iron level void palm to the super god level void palm. No matter what kind of martial arts, above the god level is the super god level. For example, above the god level blade skill is the super god level blade skill, and above the god level palm skill is the super god level palm skill. The void palm is a palm skill that can cooperate with the void mini realm, which can accommodate a void realm in the palm of the palm, and then cooperate with the void palm to attack, and the power of the void palm can crush other martial arts of the same level. It could be said that the Void Mi palm was a palm technique that integrated the power of space, and it could easily suppress and collect enemies, but it was somewhat similar to the Buddha kingdom in the palm of the novel. What's more, the Void Mi Palm inheritance has a super god level palm skill, and Yi Tian currently does not have a super god level martial art, which could be regarded as the first super god level palm skill he had obtained. Other than that, Yi Tian always felt that the Mira Sutra was very extraordinary. The Void Mira Realm Technique, the Void Palm. This seemed to be a set of contents. If they were all cultivated, maybe there would be a great opportunity in the future. I only have a top-level palm talent at the moment, which I copied before. If I want to cultivate the Void Palm, I have to copy a relatively high palm talent. Yi Tian pondered. Palm talent was not uncommon. There were martial artists with relatively high palm talent among Yin Yu Xing, and even Tian Zhao had a relatively high palm talent. That, Tian Zhao, was called Wu Sheng, Tian Zhao. This Wu Sheng, Tian Zhao, was said to be good at palm skills, and his strength was very strong, with the strength of a 4-star, Tian Zhao. When you meet this lifeless, Tian Zhao, in the future, copy his palm talent. Yi Tian thought so. Putting away the page of the Void Palm of the Mira Sutra, Yi Tian looked at the cultivation resources again. The Black Wind Silver Emperor had collected a lot of cultivation resources, and there were also some resources that could be useful to the 15th Emperor level body limit, which just met Yi Tian's needs. So these resources were sorted out, and then some useless resources were eliminated. He was ready to trade these resources that were useless to him in exchange for some star points, otherwise it would be a waste to put them on him. It took a small half a day for Yi Tian to sort out these harvests. Subsequently, he went to the trading tower of Qinfeng Giant City and traded these treasures to a shop at a low price, in exchange for a total of about 7 billion star points. This was still a lot of treasures that he had kept, otherwise he could easily trade more than 10 billion star points. Moreover, some treasures cannot be measured by stars, such as those 6-star strange objects in the Mira Sutra, as well as a few rare treasures, all of which are treasures that are difficult to buy with money. In short, Yi Tian made a lot of money this time. And the news that Yi Tian had completed the task of capturing the Black Wind Silver Emperor also spread in the Tianzhao Pavilion. Tianzhao Pavilion, a public discussion area in the virtual world. What? Wanfa, Tianzhao, completed the task of capturing the Black Wind Silver Emperor. How did he complete it? This task, I also took it before, but unfortunately it failed. Although the strength of that Black Wind Silver Emperor is not strong, he has a talent for disguise, disguised as someone else. I can't find it at all. Wanfa, Tianzhao, has made a lot of money this time. This task alone is worth 300 points, and the net worth of the Black Wind Silver Emperor is said to be very rich. It is estimated that his property has also fallen into the hands of Wanfa, Tianzhao. I really envy Wanfa, Tianzhao. Why is it not me who completes the task? A group of Tianzhao were envious, jealous, and hateful, including Thundering, Tianzhao. Thundering, Tianzhao's residence. At this time, he also learned the news that Wanfa, Tianzhao, Yi Tian had completed the capture of the Black Wind Silver Emperor, and he was immediately jealous. Damn, it's just that his talent is good. Why is his luck so good? Thunder roared angrily. Chapter 328. There was no major contradiction between Lei Ming, Tianzhao, and Yi Tian. It was just that Yi Tian rejected Lei Ming, Tianzhao's invitation, which was not a problem in itself. But when one person is dissatisfied with another, and when another person receives many benefits, that person becomes resentful because of jealousy, as was the case with Thunder's celestial pride. Yi Tian didn't know that Lei Ming, Tianzhao, had a resentful mood towards him, and even if he knew, he wouldn't care too much. It wouldn't be long before Lei Ming, Tianzhao, was just an ant-like little person in his eyes. At this time, Yi Tian began to retreat and cultivate. With sufficient resources, his cultivation talent had reached the desolate level. Even if his cultivation speed did not reach the level of the time in the Strange Thing realm, it would not be too slow. In the next period of time, Yi Tian was ready to frantically use various cultivation resources to accumulate his cultivation, striving to advance his cultivation to the 16th physical limit. Breaking the 16th physical limit was one of his next goals. Time passed. In the blink of an eye, 3 months had passed. For the Emperor level, 3 months was not a long time, but for Yi Tian, 3 months was not a short time. He had been cultivating with time talent, which was equivalent to the past 30 months, which was more than 2 years. Such a long period of penance had consumed a lot of resources, and most of the resources obtained from the Black-Winged Silver Emperor had been exhausted. But so far, he had only advanced his cultivation by a big step, and he was still a little short of breaking the 16th physical limit. I am a desolate level cultivation talent, and it is so difficult to break the 16th physical limit. No wonder it is difficult for those big forces of Tianzhao to improve their cultivation at the Tianzhao level. Yi Tian thought to himself. Originally, he wanted to break the 16th physical limit in one go, but now the resources in his body that could have an effect on his body refining were almost exhausted, and other resources were useless at all. Of course, he could also use ordinary methods to refine his body, but the speed was too slow, and it was far less effective than using resources to assist in tempering. This day, Yi Tian landed in the virtual world of Tianzhao Pavilion and wandered around the public area forum. He had seen a lot of people talking about him, but lately it had been a different story. Ruins of the Old Gods. Yi Tian had a hint of interest, clicked on it and took a look, but found that what he mentioned was a relic somewhere in the galaxy. And this ruin was the one that Lei Ming, Tianzhao, invited him to go to in the first place, and the reason why this topic was mentioned on the forum was because Lei Ming, Tianzhao, went to the ruins again not long ago. This time, thundering Tianzhao took 2 Tianzhao and hundreds of emperor-level people, but as a result, hundreds of emperor-level people fell, and 2 Tianzhao also fell. One of these 2 Tianzhao was not the Tianzhao of Yin Yu star, but the Tianzhao of Silver Venus, the 9 main stars of the Milky Way. The 3 Tianzhao broke into the center of the ruins, causing an accident in the real ancient god ruins, and 1 Tianzhao was killed immediately, and the thundering Tianzhao and the other Tianzhao successfully escaped. Soon after, an emperor-level peerless Tianzhao broke into this ancient god ruin and took out an inheritance at the cost of serious injuries, and then 3 emperor-level peerless Tianzhao launched a hunt for this emperor-level peerless Tianzhao. 4 peerless Tianzhao had an accident and fell into a fight. This matter attracted the attention of many Tianzhao, and it could be said that many Tianzhao were shocked and set their eyes on the ancient god ruins. Originally, the so-called true god ruins were just a disguise. The ancient god ruins inside the true god ruins were the real ruins, and this ruins contained great secrets. The reason why the peerless Tianzhao was hunted down by the 3 peerless Tianzhao was only because he had obtained an amazing inheritance. At first, others didn't know what the inheritance was, but now the secret has been revealed. Flesh body cultivation secret technique. Yi Tian's pupils shrank, and he was also very shocked to see such a thing. The physical body cultivation secret technique was an incomparably rare secret skill, and he was of little use to the god level, because the god level physical body was fixed, and there was no way to continue to improve. The martial artists above the god level could only improve their divine power and divine soul. But for the emperor level, a physical cultivation secret technique was enough to cause a 10-level earthquake, and even countless forces to fight. What was the secret technique of physical cultivation? The emperor level needed to break the limit of the body to break through the cultivation, and the secret technique of physical cultivation could assist in breaking the limit of the body, increasing the cultivation speed by 10 times or 20 times. If you added the treasures that assisted in cultivation, then the cultivation speed would be even more against the sky. Before that, Yi Tian didn't know what the secret technique of physical cultivation was. After reading this post, and then looking at the talk of other Tianzhao, he knew about the secret technique of physical cultivation. It turns out that the emperor level breaks the limit of the body, and there are also secret techniques to assist, but this kind of secret technique is very rare, so it is not known by people, Yi Tian suddenly realized. Moreover, according to what other Tianzhao said, if there was no physical cultivation secret technique to assist, it would be difficult to break the 17th physical limit, the 18th physical limit, and the 19th physical limit. It was said that all the children of the universe in the universe had cultivated the secret technique of physical body cultivation. Otherwise, even if their own cultivation talent was high, it would be difficult to break the bottleneck shackles behind it, and with the secret technique of physical cultivation, not only was the cultivation speed much faster, but the degree of utilization of resources and treasures was also high, and it was easier to break the physical limit. Cultivating the secret technique of the physical body. I originally thought that if I had the metaverse, I could become a child of the universe, but now I know what a ridiculous idea it is. Although the metaverse is very precious, there is not no metaverse in the universe. If a metaverse is born, the son of the universe can be cultivated, then wouldn't all the emperor rank in the universe who have a higher cultivation talent than the wilderness level be able to use the metaverse to become the son of the universe? Yi Tian sneered. The birth of the child of the universe was too difficult, far more difficult than he had imagined. Talent, inheritance, and chance were all indispensable. Yi Tian's talent now did not have to worry. What was lacking was chance and inheritance, and the broken metaverse of the earth was estimated to be not enough for him to ascend to the son of the universe, but at least it could help him break the physical limit once or twice. If he obtained a physical cultivation secret technique, he could give greater play to the usefulness of the metaverse. He had to say that Yi Tian was interested in the secret technique of physical body cultivation. There wasn't much talk about the ancient god relics on the forum, and if I asked the other Tianzhao, they probably wouldn't really reveal the situation to me. Yi Tian frowned. Immediately, he thought of one person, the Purple Wheel God. The Purple Wheel God was the son of the city lord's mansion of Qin Feng Giant City, and he was in charge of many matters of the city lord's mansion, and with the status of the Purple Wheel God, he should know the situation of the ancient god ruins. He had the contact information of the Purple Wheel God, so he tried to contact the Purple Wheel God. Soon, he contacted the Purple Wheel God and told him about the ruins of the ancient gods. The Purple Wheel God asked Yi Tian to come to the city lord's mansion for a trip and then told Yi Tian about the specific situation. Soon after, at the castle lord's mansion, Yi Tian saw the Purple Wheel God, and the two of them sat in a side hall. Wanfa, Tianzhao, do you want to enter the ruins of the ancient gods? The Purple Wheel God asked with some solemnity. I have some interest, mainly because I am interested in the secret technique of physical body cultivation. Yi Tian did not hide it at all and said directly. The Purple Wheel God smiled slightly and said, that's right. You are an emperor level, so you will naturally be interested in the secret technique of physical body cultivation, but unfortunately even our Qin family does not have a secret technique of physical body cultivation. Such a secret technique is too precious. It is rumored that some mysterious families in the galaxy have such a secret technique, but it will definitely not be passed on, and we can't get it. Purple Wheel God, is there really a secret technique for cultivating the flesh in that ancient god ruins? Yi Tian asked. Yes, Purple Wheel God said with great affirmation. According to the information I have received, a peerless Tianzhao has obtained a physical body cultivation secret technique, and now he has been chased and killed by the other three peerless Tianzhao to another galaxy, and his whereabouts are currently unknown. As for whether there is a physical cultivation secret technique in that ancient god ruin, I don't know, but there should be, because this ancient god relic is left by a very powerful ancient god in ancient times. In ancient times, the secret technique of physical body cultivation was not uncommon, and many great forces had it. But in this era, it is difficult to see the secret technique of physical body cultivation, and it basically requires the corresponding talent to be able to cultivate, and the cultivation conditions are very harsh. What's the danger? Yi Tian was very puzzled by this, and no one on the Tianzhao pavilion revealed any danger.